All right, shout out to that kid working at Party City on MacArthur and Bristol for knowing who I was because of this show. I'm Richard Bernal. Welcome to Kilson Street with Suavecito Pomade. Today we have a band from Fountain Valley, Vultures United. Great job. Vultures United. We'll be right back after a short break.
Good afternoon, America, and welcome to Pat McGroin's online at-home shopping podcast. We're dropping solutions to all of life's problems. We have a very special product, all the way from the waters of Indonesia. Pat McGroin's patent pending in the third world, 69% whey protein. I know what you're thinking, America. 69% whey protein, that doesn't sound safe. Half of the Indonesian hookers we tested this on, they didn't die. It's so groundbreaking, the government's not ready for it. So right now, for the low price of 4 upfront monthly payments of $4.99, this can be yours in between 4 to 9 business weeks. Call that number.
All right, we're right here with Vultures United. And like always, we start with names and ages. You're up.
I'm Brian, and I'm 33.
Jordan, and I'm 35.
Andre's 28.
My name's Eddie. I'm 28.
And where between April of 2007 and May did Great for the Fireflies turn into Vultures United?
When?
How did that change come about?
Oh, it came about because at that time, Great for the Fireflies, I was playing bass and singing, and we decided to add a bass player, and we realized the name kind of sucked. So, and that band was more like Misfitsy, and we wanted to be not that. So we changed the name of the band, and there was a lot of lineup changes. So we decided to start fresh and change the name of Vultures United. Our record label at the time wasn't happy about it, but...
Why weren't they happy about it?
Because they already put out a record with us under Great for the Fireflies, but we felt like it was holding us back a little bit.
Yeah.
Just for booking shows and stuff. It was kind of a ridiculous name. So we changed it and
you miss playing the bass? Or is it just super easy now to...
I wasn't a good bass player, so it's better to have Brian play bass because he's a good bass player. Yeah.
So it's more focused on the lyrics, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think our live set too kind of sucked because everyone was kind of stuck at the mic kind of thing. And it was just easier to just be mobile with the microphone and running around or whatever. Why was it named Great for the Fireflies? There's an Japanese anime called Grave of the Fireflies, and my middle brother is a big anime fiend, and he showed it to me when I was little, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And I guess I liked it enough to name a band it. It's not that cool.
And Vultures United?
Vultures United was the band at the time. We were like, we're changing our name, and everyone made a list, and that's the one we picked. We just picked it. We're just like, oh, that's a cool. We wanted a name that kind of didn't. You wouldn't know what genre of music it was. Yeah, so I don't know.
And I probably met you around Girls, and Girls is completed in 2012. It's been, and that was an EP that you say you pretty much ruined songs originally sang by female vocalists.
Well, did say that.
So where did that idea, just out of the blue, to make a whole album?
That idea came because we were a pretty straightforward punk hardcore band, and I wanted to kind of push the sound a little bit, but I realized that the dudes in the band at the time weren't into it, so I was thinking of a creative way to trick them, and the guitar player at the time thought it was a good idea to try. I kind of came up with the idea like, hey, let's cover these songs performed by women, but make them punk or hardcore or whatever, and make them weird and different, and have all our friends that we know that play instruments play on them. So, like my wife plays ukulele on them, and there's just all these weird instruments on it. But I think that record needed to happen for us to do the current album that's coming out, because it kind of made everyone stretch a little bit, and we were kind of like, oh, okay, we can try different things, whatever. It pushed the sound, I think, a lot. So it's a good experiment.
And now the newest album will be?
I Still Feel Cold.
And it's 30 freaking songs on 2 albums. One's Memory Loss and one's Adulthood. Why is the naming?
Memory Loss is the more straightforward stuff. So people who already liked our band, the dozens out there, they'll be more familiar with that sound, I think. And the other part of the record is a lot different style-wise, and it's slower. It's just a little bit weirder. Even 2 of these guys weren't on the record, but I think collectively we all listen to a lot of different kinds of music. I think the record's a good representation of like what we like, and we just wanted to try some different things.
Who did this cover?
My friend Darren Delacruz.
Great soccer player.
Yeah, he's a good soccer player.
And so how long has this lineup been on together?
January, right?
Has there been changes, do you think, like with the other fallen members, we'll say, and these guys coming in? Did things change, or did you guys keep everything the same?
As far as how the songs go?
Yeah.
They're a little bit different. Like Brian plays a little bit different stuff. Eddie does a little bit. I think even Andres plays a little bit different stuff, right? Because, when you record a record, you demo it and stuff, and you decide like, oh, this is how it's going to go. But then once you track it and all that, you're like living with the records, like those songs still, and you just figure out other things, or you just get bored of playing the same thing. So you just add different things, and I think that naturally that kind of happened with the drums, and with the other guys kind of add their own little thing to it.
And you guys were with Nervous Breakdown Records, but then went with Basement Records.
Yeah, Nervous Breakdown was a small label. They had another like street punk label. I can't remember what it was called. It was so long ago. But they wanted to start like a hardcore, like skate punk label or whatever, and we kind of fit that bill at the time. So they hit us up, and I think they're going to do a 7-inch, or I don't even remember anymore. But from my end, I think the dude ran out of money, and so he was kind of stringing us along. And at the time, Basement Records put out Grave for the Fireflies. Wait, I can't remember the timeline, but Basement eventually just put it out. We were friends. We rehearsed somewhere where the owner for Basement worked, and we hit him up, or he hit us up, and that's how that came about.
How'd you guys get this punknews.org little feature?
We have a record label who's handling all our like A&R, not A&R, PR. Yeah, they're doing all that. So they're doing good work so far. Black Numbers is the name of the label.
Was guitar your first instrument?
Yeah. I've been playing guitar for about, I want to say 15 years now. I think maybe, I don't know, when I was a kid, there was always like a piano around the house, so I always kind of tinker around with it. It wasn't until like high school that I think I saw one of my friends play like Master Puppets at a talent show or something, and I'm like, that's fucking badass. So I had him show me some stuff, and then twisted my dad's arm to buy me a guitar, and he's like, you're going to take lessons? I'm like, no. And then I started learning a little bit on my own, and then I saw some other kids that took lessons. They were getting really good. I'm like, I got to do that. So then from there, just always been in music lessons, went to school for it and stuff. So it's probably not a day goes by that I don't play. It's just crazy.
You remember the first guitar you got?
Yeah, it was a Fender Squier. It was one of those blue ones. Sounded like shit. But I got a lot of mileage. I think I still have it. Got a lot of mileage out of it. Had like a little, piece of shit crate amp. And I think I still have that. And I still use it. So yeah, I've had a ton of guitars since then. I don't know. It's weird. You just start getting them, and never seems to be enough. Those things. I don't know why.
And drums? First instrument?
Just drums. Just drums.
How'd you learn?
Just listening to records.
Just all ear?
Listening to by ear, I guess you could say.
You played in any other bands?
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to any other bands you've been in.
Current.
He's like, fuck that.
Play in a band called Warrens, Hemorrhage, and Future Crush, and Awful Normals, and Vultures United. And that's it for now.
Bass?
The question's how long I've been playing? Was that the original question?
How'd you get into playing bass?
I played guitar for like 12 years, and friends of mine were in a band, and they said, "Yeah, hey, want to play bass for us?" And I said, "All right, screw it." And that's how that happened. I just a lot more comfortable with the rhythm and the percussive side of bass, so I just like stuck with it. So I'm 33 now, and that was like, 23, 10 years or something for bass altogether, though. So
Right on. Who's the dude who thinks CDs are superior?
Me. Just me.
Why do you think CDs are superior?
I like
The sound's
a lot of
better.
formats too.
It is. The fidelity's better than vinyl for sure.
But you're
Vinyl's-
also coming out with a vinyl.
What?
But you're also coming out with a vinyl.
Because people don't buy CDs. Just me. Vinyl has more warmth and all that. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. It's just not. For me personally, I don't have a chance to listen to records.
I thought you were like a record aficionado.
I am. I own a shitload of records, but I prefer if an album comes out and I go, I like this, I'll check if there's a CD version. If there is, I'll pick it up. If it's just LP, I'll get an LP version.
Newest CD that blew your mind?
Me? Piss Jeans, Why Love Now on Sub Pop Records. That's the best record I've heard this year.
And from knowing you just a few years, are you guys movie freaks like this guy?
Nah.
Movies are cool.
No soccer freaks?
Not really.
Because those who know Jordan know he's...
Guys at the movies every, like 3 times a week.
So then I can only go to you on that. What's a movie you recommend that you just saw?
Oh, shit.
I haven't heard of it.
It's got good taste.
Hold on, let me think. Dunkirk. Did you see Dunkirk?
I haven't yet.
Yeah, Dunkirk. I saw that on IMAX. It was good. Yeah. World War II, yeah.
And what's up with chocolate cookies here?
Oh, God.
Just chocolate?
No comment.
Just chocolate.
He wants ladies to bring him chocolate cookies to every show he plays ever.
We love cookies. Let's just leave it at that.
He has a picture of himself eating a cookie on a social media site that just gets, it's
Gets them all riled up.
Successful. It's successful. Girls like it. Yeah, it's successful.
It's a conversation starter, apparently.
That's it.
All right. Screw it. We were talking about the fights. Whether this comes out before or after. Who do you have on the Canelo and Triple G fight?
I got nothing.
I'll take Canelo, dude.
I'm taking Canelo because
He's a
take
good
a
fighter.
Canelo.
I've seen more of his fights.
Seen a little, bro.
That's made me why.
Who's your choice?
I have no clue. Plugged in.
All right. You guys just had a little tour up in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
So you guys did that. Shows in La Puente, Fullerton. There's nothing at the moment because you're trying to look for a venue for.
Yeah, I'm picky is what it is. So we should be doing a record release show somewhere, but we haven't found anywhere yet. So, but we'll probably start playing some shows in October, November, and from there on, maybe up north again.
If someone wants to contact the band, where do they go?
Just go to the Facebook. Go to the
Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah,
All social media.
also yeah, just the email's on there. It's an AOL email address.
Dang.
So like a bird comes to our manager and leaves a little note. And then the manager is me. Yeah, that's how.
All right. Well, from all of us here at Kilson Street with Suavecito Pomade, we'd like to thank Vultures United. Thank you.
Thanks, you.
Guys. Thanks for having us.
And now Vultures United with Indian Giver.